There's a predator in my brand new backyard and we need to stop it before it attacks all of my animals. You see, it all started a couple days ago when we actually bought our brand new dream home. But it wasn't until all the animals were already here that we discovered we had some serious issues with our new home. Today is the big day, guys. We're gonna be bringing a bunch of my animals all the way over to our brand new farm. What's up, Oreo? What's up? And this right here is Blizzard, one of our beautiful baby goats. And this is the first animal we're gonna be bringing over to the new property. And we have all of this soft bedding inside of the trailer so that they don't fall over and get hurt, and they can just kind of go in there, and this is how we're going to be transporting them over to their new home. And now that all the goats were safe in the back of the trailer, we hopped in the truck and we drove them all the way over to the brand new farm. Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome. All right, get out, let's go. And guys, as you guys can see, this fenced off area right here is where I want to put all of the goats. Perfect. Lock them on up. Awesome. But there was a huge problem. Within a few minutes of the goats being in their new home, they literally learned how to escape through the fence, and I instantly knew that this would be a long-term problem. And Raw fam, we need to take down this entire enclosure and build something way safer for these goats. But guys, there's just one huge problem when it comes to actually building this whole goat enclosure. Now that this gate is actually tore down, predators can come from all different properties, and well, they could attack my animals, and that wouldn't be okay. So we started breaking down the fence and throwing a bunch of trash inside of the trailer. But the goats escaping was starting to become a real problem. Hey, Crumble, get back in there. What are you doing? Go, go, go. Get back in there. See, Raw fam, I told you, this guy's the issue. He keeps escaping every 2 seconds. I don't even know how they got out this time. Guys, a couple more steps, they could have hit the main gate and been right on the road, and they could have been gone. You need to watch Crumble and all of the other goats while I take care of this fence. If not, they're literally gonna be gone and we won't have our goats. So I ran back over to the fence and we started knocking this thing out. And we were tearing down hundreds of feet of fencing very quickly.
And guys, I was put in charge of making sure that all these goats do not escape. And trust me guys, I have a plan. Even if he does escape, nobody's gonna want this goat. And I'll make sure of it. Come with me. So I hopped in my car and I went to my local pet store. And we're here and we have this pet-friendly hair dye, so that just in case the pet goats do escape, everyone will know that there are goats. Let's buy it and get out of here.
And while Tina was at the store, we finished up ripping out an entire truckload of fencing. But the enclosure the goats were in needed to be ripped out next. So I think we're gonna have to probably grab all of the goats and find a spot for them, because they're definitely not gonna be able to survive the night out here. They'll be gone. They'll be in the neighbor's house somewhere. Or even worse, they could get attacked by a predator, and that wouldn't be good. So we grabbed the leader of the pack, Crumbles, because once we have him, all of the other goats would follow. Hey guys, this is perfect for Crumble and all the goats for now, but this is definitely not a home for goats. This is like for horses and stuff. So I'm gonna leave these guys in here. They're gonna be neighing all day long, and I'm gonna get back over there and work on the fence. And while I hopped on filling up this giant trailer with trash, Tina finally made some ground on her secret mischievous plan that she was up to.
All right, we just got back from the store and we have everything that we need to dye the goats. Because if any of the goats escape, they'll definitely know that they're ours. So I walked into the barn and I grabbed Blizzard the goat. And for Blizzard, we're gonna dye her hair pink. Oh my god, she looks so awesome! And if she does escape, everyone's gonna know that this is my pink goat. Alright, let's put her back and grab the next one. So one by one, I grabbed each goat and we dyed them all different colors.
And guys, just like that, this enclosure is already knocked down. Now, we're gonna drive the car around and we're gonna collect all of the trash. And finally, the entire fencing at the new farm was torn down. Now, all we had to do was clean it all up and start building the new fence. Alrighty guys, and it looks like that's all she wrote for this part. Just got this giant fence tore down. We do have a lot of other stuff to obviously tear down, but I want to go check on the goats, make sure that they're doing good. And I don't know what Tina's doing over there, but it looks like she's, wait, what is she doing?
Guys, look, don't they look great? I cannot wait for Franklin to see. He's gonna love it.
Dude, what did you do to my goats? Oh my gosh. Dude, why did you do this?
Now we'll be able to find them.
Oh my gosh. Crumble.
They look great.
All right, well, there's no going back now. The point of building a fence is they're not supposed to escape, so we don't have to dye our goats green. The whole neighborhood's gonna think we're crazy now. Well, guys, now that all the goats are dyed different colors, we're definitely gonna know that there are goats. We got a green goat, we got a pink goat, a blue goat, and another green goat. The neighbors are gonna think we're crazy. But guys, now that we're done ripping down all of the gates, we can start building back the brand new fence. fence. Alrighty guys, it's looking like this fence is coming along really good. Now we gotta add the concrete that's gonna go inside of these holes right here to make everything look perfect. But guys, we're gonna have to let this post right here sit and really harden up so that it doesn't fall over before we can put the fence on. And guys, that's gonna take all night long. But now that I was thinking, that doesn't mean that we just have to sit around and do nothing. Guys, if there is predators inside of this neighborhood, I think we should go see if we can find them. I think we should go to the first clue that we actually have. My next door neighbor, they actually got him on video. Come on. Alrighty guys, we just got over to the neighbor's house and I think that you guys are gonna know him quite well. Alright guys, so we're over here with Blake. He's actually one of our new neighbors over here at the new farm we just bought. And Blake actually has this video right here as evidence that there is giant coyotes that are living in our neighborhood.
Literally a lot of them.
Oh, that's it right there. That's the coyote right there, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No way, guys. And these coyotes will literally go after your dog, they'll go after your chickens, and more importantly, guys, they would go after my goats. But guys, now that we have our own farm, we're gonna have to take matters into our own fans over at our brand new ranch. I think we have something over there that's actually gonna help us find these predators. So, see you guys over there. And that brings us to the sponsor of today's video, electric e-bikes. And you guys know I'm always on the move. Whether I'm fishing for pond monsters or hauling all my fishing gear to the next fishing spot. This is my secret weapon, electric e-bikes. This right here is the XP4 750 step-through model. This e-bike has up to 85 miles of charge. And believe it or not, this thing has a top speed of 28 miles per hour. Watch this. Here we go. Oh crap, here we go. Whoa! Okay, I gotta slow down, Woo! Dang, that was fast. And it folds up in literally seconds just to throw right in the back of your truck. Perfect, just like that. And I think my favorite part about this entire bike is that I have a fishing rod holder right here. So if I ever wanna go catch a giant pond monster, I can on my electric e-bike. Guys, this thing came pre-assembled and it was super easy to ride. And this thing's built like a tank with hydraulic brakes. A throttle if you want to go fast. And all of this minus the fishing rods and reels for under $1,000. And what's awesome is you could ride this thing like a normal regular bike or kick back and let that throttle take over whenever you need a break. Guys, they're going like 20. Click the link in my description or scan this QR code right here on the screen. Add a bike cover to your order and get it free with code RAW at checkout. R-A-W-W. All right guys, now let's take our electric e-bike and go to that spot where we saw the coyotes. Come on. So we hopped on our bike and drove over to one of the coyote sightings in our neighborhood. Alrighty guys, I think that this little area right here is the perfect spot to set a trap if we're like targeting a coyote or an aggressive predator. Alrighty guys, now that we're at the spot, whoa, look at that. We got our trap right there. Now come on over here, guys. We want to make sure that this trap is kind of like invisible. And if you guys look right here, there's a bunch of game all around here. And we're actually just going to set this trap right here, just like this. Lock it in just like that. And we do have some bait inside the trap. And that animal should just go right here into the trap and we should catch something. The best part about these traps is we don't have to be there for them to work. So we're going to leave this trap here, head home for the night, and go check on the fence in the morning. And now that we have all of this fencing actually set up, we're going to be using this really cool tool right here to pull the entire fence tight. And after pulling the brand new fence tight, it was all really starting to come together. And now this fence is looking really good. It's nice and tight and no predators can actually break into our backyard. And it's probably been about 12 hours since we set that trap last night for the predators. I say we go over there and see if we caught anything. Alrighty guys, so we just got over here. This is where I think the coyotes are actually living that could potentially attack my animals. And the trap is just right here. Looking over, I think there's something in there though. Honestly, look, there's something right there. 100% it's moving. Look at that. That's not a coyote though.
Oh!
Hi buddy, are you nice? Oh, he's not nice. So guys, now looking at it, we just trapped a big giant raccoon. This is not the coyote that we were looking to catch. So I'm gonna call a trapper to pick him up. But guys, I say now that we got this guy, we get back over to the backyard and I say we go see how that entire fence is coming along. All right guys, come on, let's go home. And now just looking at this almost completed fence, we only have to do a couple more things to it before it is actually safe from all of the giant predators that could potentially attack my animals. But that does remind me, we should probably check the entire property to make sure we're 100% safe from the predators. So we walked all the way over to the barn and what we saw actually surprised us. No way, whoa, look at this, come here. That is literally an opening. Dude, this is probably how the predators would get in 100%. Guys, if you guys look right here, there's not even a fence. This just goes to like open pasture. Dang it, man. Look, there's not even a fence right here either. Guys, this entire back portion of this property is not fenced and predators can easily get in. We're talking foxes, coyotes, and maybe even alligators can come from this canal right here. So now that I'm actually thinking about it, I say that we go off and set, I don't know, some type of trap right here to test whether or not this area is even safe for my goats to wander. And I have a pretty good idea how we can do that. Come with me. So we walked into the back room and came out with a giant trap to catch one of the predators. Alrighty guys, and I think we're gonna put this giant trap literally just right here. And guys, this right here is a mixture of a bunch of different foods that I feed some of my animals. Just gonna pick up on it like that, throw it all the way back there, and then set the trap again. Dude, that is literally perfect, just like that. And guys, that means whatever the heck is going to smell the food and go inside of the trap, well, guys, we're gonna catch him. Because guys, remember, behind me is literally a forest, guys, and anything could be living there. So guys, while we wait for this trap right here to actually catch something, I say we go over there and we continue building this giant fence so that the predators, they don't attack my animals. So we walked all the way back over to the fence and we actually had more people show up. And after another day or two of work, the fence was finally done. Whoa, look at this, guys. The entire fence and all of this entire project is finally done, guys. I mean, guys, look at this. We have a giant new enclosure for all of the goats and the animals that we're gonna have living here at the brand new farm. And well, guys, I feel like there's one thing left to do, and that is obviously let out all of the animals to their brand new home. So come on, guys, let's do it. And guys, the goats are in here, but guys, before we obviously go off and let all of the goats out, I wanna see if we have anything inside that trap that we actually set earlier in the video. And I believe it actually is right here. Let's see, what do we got? It's down. Oh!
What is it?
Oh, big boy.
What?
Big one, guys. Look at this thing. This thing right here is a giant iguana, guys. That is a freaking monster. Hold on, let me see if I can get this guy. Come on. Ah, look at this big guy. Now that is a giant iguana, guys, here. Now these things are all over this property because they live way up here in these trees right here. And there's probably thousands of these big dragons living all around here, guys. So, but these things, dude, look how big this thing is. This thing's giant. Alrighty, guys, now that we caught a big old giant iguana, I say we go off and let all of the goats out. Let's do it. Alrighty, guys, and now it's time to let all the goats out to their brand new enclosure. Come on, guys, let's go. Oh, what's up, Crumbie? What's up? And now that all of the goats are probably safe from all the predators that could be out here because the fence is finally done, we could just leave these things to keep grazing and we can move on to our next crazy mission. And I have a feeling, guys, that it's going to be transforming this abandoned pond into an epic high-end luxury fish pond for all of the giant pond monsters that I grow. But for now, guys, I will see you guys in the next video that's right here. Peace.